places, half the time they forget to give me my ranch. So whenever that happens, I'm very disappointed. And this time, they forgot my boyfriend's cheeseburger, but they did give me 2 extra ranch, which never happens. So shout out to that guy, he was new. But I kind of like the way the top of these little ranch packets sound. And y'all are probably tired of me tapping on everything because, like, I do that, but I don't know. I kind of like it. And you're gonna have to excuse the hair. It's been in a ponytail all day. I didn't do anything to it to make it pretty. It is what it is. So you're just gonna have to accept that, you know, I'm doing the best I can with the equipment that I have right now. I know the camera isn't the greatest quality, but I'm kind of thinking maybe I can start like a new trend in ASMR where people have like high fidelity sound, but like low fidelity like graphics or like visuals, if that makes sense. Because I know for like most ASMR channels now, it's about like super crisp, high quality, well lit graphics, but like ASMR, like the original ASMR was like very informal feeling, and I feel like I want my channel to be like very informal and also like sort of classic ASMR, like as opposed to like role plays and like stuff that's like really fancy. I feel like I just prefer like classic, where it's like the artist is just a person that's like talking to you, like talking to a camera, and you know, not really like pretending to be anything or do anything. It's just like, you know, straightforward triggers. I'm not like hating on role plays or anything. I just think, I don't know, I just think I like classic ASMR, and so I don't know, maybe I can start a new trend in ASMR. Highly doubt it, but because like my sound quality is definitely gonna be better than the visuals for a while, so that's just the way that it is. But and like I said, I don't always have time to like make my hair look nice. I work a full-time job. I'm an actual human being that has to make money to survive, so I just let my hair down, and hopefully it doesn't look, you know, too god awful. I feel like this channel is also just me being like, you know, this is me, take it or leave it. Yeah, I don't know, just like self-acceptance, just like putting myself out there, even if, you know, I make mistakes or I do things that I don't consider like perfect or, you know, whatever, because I'm such a perfectionist, and I feel like I need to let go of a lot of that. Anyways, tapping on this lovely ranch packet. It's just a ranch packet, just a little 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 ranch packet. And what am I drinking? I am drinking Mountain Dew Zero Sugar Baja Blast, blast from the past. You know, they only sell this over the summer. Like, I just started seeing it in the store again, and I was like instantly grabbing like 2 packs of it because I was like, shit. Like, I was so upset when they like had this last year and then stopped selling it. I guess because it got cold again and it's like a seasonal thing, but I thought that it was like gone forever. And yeah, so I'm just glad it's back. There's not that many like diet soda options, you know what I mean? Like, it's like the same like 2 or 3 things, and it kind of sucks. So Baja Blast, basically lime flavored Mountain Dew. Totally sponsored. No, I'm just kidding. Imagine having a sponsorship for Mountain Dew. Guys, remember when GB was sponsored by Reese's? Like, damn, I think that's how you know you've made it, is, you know, when your ASMR is sponsored by fucking Hershey's. Just saying. I didn't really have a plan for this video. Like, I thought about doing a book unhaul and showing you guys things I get rid of, since I've been doing so much acquiring of books. But actually, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't think I'm in the great, but I'm not like gonna get super into it. Recording videos, you know, I think helps get me out of it a little bit, so I'm just gonna do that. 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 You know, I didn't think that I was any good at finger fluttering, or that I even knew how to do it. Like, I was always like, what are they doing with their hands? And also, I just feel very awkward with my hands in general. Like, it feels like, I've talked about this before, but it just feels like I don't have very graceful hands. I have a bad, like, I don't know how to explain this, but like, you know how a lot of people have a really good sense of where they are in like space, and they're very present, and are just like very physical people, and they're very like graceful, and I don't know, just like all of their movements are very relaxing to watch, because they're just like so aware of where they are in physical space. And like, I am so unaware of where I am in physical space that like I bang into stuff at work, because like, I don't know, like I'm just in such a hurry, and like I have such a bad perception of like my own body. Like, it's hard to explain, but I feel like it's just like poor physical awareness. And like, I always think of it in terms of like Myers-Briggs. So like, there are people that have like SE, which is like extroverted sensing. So these are people that are like really good at sensing their physical environment, and they're good at things like sports, which I've always been terrible at. The only sport that I ever felt like I was ever any good at was cross country, because that's like an endurance sport. It's not really about speed, and it's also very like individual. It's very solo, so yeah. It's not really about like being on a team and kicking and hitting a ball and all that shit. I always hated team sports. I hated the rules. I'm just bad at it in general. PE was probably my least favorite course, always, of any of the courses that I ever took. Like, give me textbook knowledge any day, but like sports, fucking hate sports. I'm just like the classic nerd that just likes books, you know what I mean? So I don't know, you know, how relaxing some of these hand movements are, but I'm just gonna try different things. Like, have you guys noticed that I'm just trying out different things, different things. Just trying out different things. But so, do you guys get ASMR more from sorry, brain fart, blanked. Do you get ASMR more from visuals, or from sound, or from combining visuals and sound? I'd be super curious to know. About that. For me, I feel like it's more of a definitely more of a sound thing. I never used to. A lot of ASMR videos, I wouldn't even watch them. Like, I would just put them on and like go around with my wireless headphones, like doing other stuff, like chores and stuff like that. Yeah. But I really do enjoy people that have like really good hand movements, or, you know, obviously I think people like watching people who are like naturally humans, like looking at faces that they find beautiful. It's just unfortunate when creators are sexualized, when, you know, that's not their intention, and that's not what ASMR is about. For a lot of people, I've been getting a lot of creepy comments already, and I just started being super active on this channel, so it really sucks, because I feel like a lot of people in the ASMR community are people who have struggles, you know, whether that's depression, anxiety, addiction, mental health, mental illness. There's just so many things that you could be dealing with or struggling with, And I mean, life in general is just hard even without any of those, like, I don't know if I want to call it a setback, but without any of those additional things. And so you have a community of people who are clearly struggling, and this is something that a lot of people think is strange, but like helps in a way that's hard to describe. And then you have people with, you know, who are making requests that are very demanding, you know, they are sexual in nature, you know, even if it's a safe for work fetish, they're still requesting it for ulterior purposes and, you know, not disclosing that. So it's very dishonest, and it's also predatory because they're coming into a community where there are people who could be triggered by you asking them to perform certain acts, such as taping their mouth or doing things that you consider sexual. So it's just, I'm just appalled. I'm appalled at the type of people who think that that's cool to prey on, you know, people who are clearly struggling, a community of vulnerable people. And I'm not saying everyone who watches ASMR is struggling with something, but I just think it's really messed up. I just think it's really messed up that they're taking something that's so pure and corrupting it and just turning it into this sexual thing. And I'm not even saying it's not okay to have fetishes. Like, obviously, I'm sex positive and I support, you know, BDSM and sexuality and all that, but YouTube ASMR videos are not the place to be making fetish requests or creepy requests or any requests at all, really, unless they say they're open to taking requests, and especially not to minors. To minors, that's when it really gets scary, you know what I mean? Because a lot of kids, it's hard for me to even tell what requests are genuine, and then you have kids. So it just gets scary. And I don't want to just talk about this for the whole video because I realize it's not relaxing, but yeah. I've just been blocking a lot of creeps. It's like you need to go to designated porn websites for that stuff because that's not what, in my opinion, ASMR is about. Do you have people who cater to the erotic side of ASMR? Yes, you do. But unless a creator has stated that that's what they want to do and they want those comments on their YouTube channel, you should assume that YouTube is not the appropriate place for that. And I don't mean to be, I guess, lecturing, because I know these people are probably just spamming every channel asking for requests, hoping that out of 1 in a million people, you know, some unsuspecting person will agree to cater to it. And it's just, anything you're doing of that nature should be consensual, and asking creators who don't know they're participating in that it's non-consensual. It's really messed up. So I just really wish people would not do that. Please consider what you're asking. Consider that you are preying on people. But anyways, that rant aside, is this doing anything for you guys? Is this doing anything for you guys? Is this doing anything for you guys? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But so anyways, like, okay, people who have extroverted sensing, yeah, so they're really good at like the physical environment. I have like introverted sensing, which is pretty low on the stack, and that's things like having like a freakish memory. Like, literally, I was just messaging a friend on Instagram and like telling her about this conversation that we had that I remembered from like years and years ago, and like she didn't even know what I was talking about. But like, that's the type of, like, I feel like it's like nostalgia, and it's kind of like I can't listen to a song that I've listened to before without having an association of the first time that I listened to that song. Or like, I associate a lot of songs with like time periods, people, certain memories. I've definitely had songs run for me this way, and it super sucks. But at the same time, it's like nostalgia, like ready-made nostalgia. Like, I was reading Perks of Being a Wallflower, perks of being wallflower, which I've talked about several times on this channel. And so Charlie, one of the things I love about that book is that Charlie is already nostalgic for things that haven't even finished happening yet, and that is such a hard feeling to explain, but like his character just like explains it perfectly. And so that's kind of what I feel like introverted sensing is, you know, if you're into that MBTI crap, which I saw somebody repost a tweet recently that whole thing is like founded in like eugenics or something, so or like white supremacy, so I'm gonna have to like investigate that. And I definitely don't condone or suggest that you base your entire life and identity off of personality quizzes, but I do think it's been helpful to me in my life to just like figure out I guess what my strengths and weaknesses are, because when you realize that you're like a rare type, it kind of helps explain why you feel like such an alien. And I think there's a lot of reasons I feel like an alien anyways, but on those quizzes I come up as INTP, and I have since the first time that I took it in college, and every single time after that, like my type, people always say, oh, like my type changed over time. My type has literally never changed in the entire like 10 years since I first took the test, and I haven't like taken it recently because like I get the same result every single time. So INTP is such a weird type to be, and especially like I literally read that it's like the exact opposite of society's expectations for women. Like women are expected to be ESFJ, which is the exact opposite type. So it's like you are, I guess, you're confounding society in a way. But yeah, I mean, I don't like take it super seriously or anything. I did have a book that I wanted to read that was about the history of the Myers-Briggs. I think it's probably pretty unscientific, but you know, what about diagonal like this? Diagonal like this. I feel like I'm like getting mesmerized by this out of the corner of my eye. I really don't know. You guys will have to let me know what you like better. It's also kind of hard to tell like where my hands are without looking at the viewfinder, which is really just a phone. This is like making me think of that, that dance. I don't really know what today's plan is. I'm sorry, this is disorganized and chaotic. Hopefully you like disorganized and chaotic, because like that's what you're gonna get. I specialize in the rants, and the rambles, the rants, the rants, and the rambles, the rants, and the rambles, the rants, the rants, rants, and rambles just for you. But so anyways, I didn't think I would like be good at finger fluttering or anything, but the other day like I did a little bit and I was like, oh, it's not bad, it sounds kind of good. And yeah, I really associate that finger fluttering with GB. I think she's since changed her intro, like now she does that little like tongue click thing, but yeah, I don't know that she does the finger flutters anymore, but that kind of used to be her trademark, and maybe I'm just like misremembering what her videos are like right now. I really don't know. But so anyways, I've been trying to post, guess I could find something else to tap on, but I've been trying to post a lot of shorts. First of all, because I know YouTube is pushing those right now, like pretty much every, I wonder if my voice sounds different in this. I know that pretty much every platform right now is, especially I've been seeing a lot of posts on Instagram about how they're trying to push for it to emulate TikTok basically, where they're gonna start promoting short form video content. And I don't know, I honestly like could not be bothered. I thought about opening a TikTok just to like follow. I saw like a really good book TikTok that I was like, okay, well maybe I need to be on there. And then like someone that I follow and really like in the book community has a TikTok, so I was like, oh, maybe I should make one just to follow them. Are we serious with the fireworks right now? It is the day after. But so anyway, and it's not even dark yet. What are you doing? But I never did, because I was like, I don't want to have yet another platform I'm wasting time on. And also I just feel like I couldn't handle TikTok, you know, like I'm too old. I don't know how to do it. So yeah, I never made one, but I have been making YouTube shorts because kind of just like keep in practice. And one of the things I read in this book, I believe, was actually called The Practice. I think, I'm trying to remember who the author is, but anyways, the front is just like a big circle, like sort of a scribbled circle, and it basically talks about how committing to the practice of art is more important, like a daily practice or like a regular practice, rather than having to concentrate on like making it perfect. You just need to make a lot of stuff, and then eventually some of that stuff will come up and will come out as like good, you know. But in order to get to the good stuff, you have to make a lot of crap, and the important thing is just like basically the practice to like keep making art. And that was a really good book as far as like giving me a kick in the ass to just like make things, because when you're a perfectionist, you want to wait till you get it 100% perfect. But the thing about that is, I feel like you learn a lot by just doing it on the way. I'm really pissed right now. Sorry. I really wish they wouldn't do that, but I'm just going to accept that that's what's happening right now, and I'm going to carry on. I'm going to carry on. But yeah, so of course I'm like, oh, well, I haven't figured out, you know, I haven't gotten better equipment, and I don't have an intro, and like I don't know what style or type of videos I'm going to make, and it's like, you know, I'm just going to figure it out as I go, because this channel for me isn't going to be about building up a channel. It's just going to be about, I feel like, just letting myself do whatever I want, and, you know, obviously I want to help people, because ASMR, so many people, I feel like it's helped me a lot, and I would love to, you know, be that or do that for other people, some other people. So, I don't know. I'm just gonna make my imperfect, messy, whatever videos, and if people like it, great. If they don't, then I guess they don't. People instantly dislike anything that's queer, LGBTQ+, or has to do with pride. I noticed that on my main channel, I lose subs every single time I post something that has the gay in the title, which is fine, because like, why are you here if you're homophobe? Like, why are you even here? And how did you like not know? Like, I know that I'm pretty like straight passing, but it's also just like, I don't want you here, you know, because like, you're a homophobe, you suck. So yeah, just like, I want them to leave. But it just sucks because I posted a little pride clip the other day and I instantly saw dislikes on it, and I was like, okay, you know what? They're just hating because I'm queer, and that's the reality of the world. But it's like, I don't have to look at that, so like, I deactivated likes and dislikes, and I turned off my subs, because also I don't want to be like seeing that and feeling like I need to make that number grow and becoming obsessed with it, and like, I don't know, I just kind of hate like the focus on I guess numerics that makes it kind of hard to not compare yourself on these platforms and social media and all of that. So yeah, I just turned everything off. And I also feel like there's people that are angry that I blocked them for making creepy requests and are now just disliking my shit, which is whatever, you know. They'll learn after they're all blocked. And they eventually get bored, I hope. So now I'm trying to think of something else I can do, because the sun is getting pretty low. Something else I can do. I also realized that like every time I ask you guys something, I'm probably never gonna get a response, because like, I think about the ASMR videos that I watch and like, I never comment, and I feel like that might just be like because of the audience. Like, I read, I don't know if it was an article or study talking about how people who watch ASMR on the big 5 personality types tend to score higher in openness and neuroticism. Which is definitely true in my case. I also score low in conscientiousness. I can't say it. Conscience. Oh my god. low agreeableness. So, yeah, the big 5 really makes me look like an asshole. So I feel like that also definitely explains why I feel like people who experience ASMR are like, a lot of times I feel like it's like people that I like or like get along with, which is interesting, but maybe that's just a coincidence, you know. It's got nothing to do with that. I also just find it intriguing, you know, like who experiences it versus who doesn't, and like a lot of people knew like from a young age that they experienced it, and that's definitely not me. Like I never knew. I don't feel like I really got it as a kid. It was literally, I looked it up because I was like, I'm tired of not knowing what this means. And I searched it up, and then like the first video that I found was GB's. And I watched it and I really liked it and was like, holy shit. You know, like that was the first time that I realized that I like had it or whatever. So a lot of people describe like getting it in school when like friends would play with their hair, or like they'd have a teacher that would lecture in like a soft-spoken voice or different things like that. But I don't feel like I got that. Now I do feel like I might have gotten something really similar from like when I was a kid. I had this plastic case of beads, like little round like pony beads. They're like plastic, I think. But so anyways, this like plastic case, it was like bright green, had little sections to it. And what I would do is I would dump all the beads out and sort all the beads into their little compartments by what type they were, what color they were, whatever. And then once I had completely sorted them, I would dump it out and do it again. And I feel like maybe it wasn't ASMR, but it was definitely like satisfying, and I didn't know why I kept doing it. I just did. So I would love to like recreate that. Like I'm thinking about like trying to find a similar case and like ordering some of these beads. Like it was a very specific type that I remember. It was like marbled beads. So I'm like, oh, I should recreate that, because like all these people are talking about like these childhood ASMR experiences that I feel like I just don't have. Like I didn't realize it until a few years ago as an adult. So it's really interesting because most people like know that they have it. And I just find it interesting that people like knew their whole life that they experienced this sensation, but like didn't know what to call it, didn't have a name for it, and didn't really like tell anyone. And then like the fact that I would never have known unless it had like become a big phenomenon and everything like that. Wild too. And it's apparently, they think, based on what they've studied so far, I think that it's supposed to be similar to like frisson, which is like when you hear like a certain piece of music that like gives you like goosebumps or whatever. I think it's also similar to like synesthesia or whatever that is, when you like see colors of music. It's like a similar thing where like your brain is like sort of, I feel like sections are overlapping, or like it's like cross-wired, like it's like crisscrossed. Like I don't know how to explain it, and obviously like I'm not a fucking neuroscientist, but this is just like things I've read, because honestly like I'm curious about it, I'm curious about the phenomenon. Like why does this happen, you know, what is causing this? Why does it feel so good to listen to somebody like making random sounds? Like I get like the emotional, I guess, intimacy of it. I get why somebody, especially like, you know, someone who's been through like abuse or just like really difficult things like assault or anything like that, would really enjoy somebody just like being kind to them. Like that part makes sense. Emotional connection, like humans are wired for that. I get that. Like social connection, even just like through a screen of seeing someone's face and, you know, reading those cues and having them be positive and soothing and all those things. Like I totally get that. I feel like it's like rocking a baby, or like, you know, singing a lullaby to a baby. It's like a similar type of thing where you're like lulling the mind almost. Like it's like an instinctive thing to like rhythms and human voices and human faces. And so I feel like it's like sort of not exploiting that, although I think it could be in many cases. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like it's a similar thing. But yeah, I'm super curious about it. I can't wait till I study it more and they like fully understand it. So anyways, that's what am I even rambling about? Guys are like, I came here to relax, not for a haphazard, half-assed science lesson. But, you know, that's what you're getting, that's what you're getting, that's what you're getting, that's what you're getting. Anyway, I hope this helped take your mind off anything for even for just a second. And if you're struggling right now, just know that I've been struggling too. And it's all gonna be okay eventually. It all comes back around. highs, lows. I mean, I really, really hate having like an unstable mood or like being emotionally dysregulated. I hate having highs and lows. I really, really hate it. Like, I wish to God I could just have a stable mood, but just know that you will balance out again eventually. And, you know, just remember the last time you felt bad and that you eventually felt good again, and just remember that, keep that in mind, and just have hope. You know, the best you might be able to do right now is just get through it. And I totally understand that. I totally understand, you know, it feeling like it will never end, but I promise you it will. It will. You will feel better again. Things will be okay again. And just know that there are people that love you. Whether that's friends, family, online friends, anybody. You may not be able to see it. You may not be thinking clearly right now. But there are people who care about you. Even if it's just me, it doesn't matter. You still matter. It might not feel like you matter, but you do. You matter. People love you, and people would miss you.